Hi everyone, Anthony Mortgage Training Academy. Today is striking positions, striking location, variables on how we strike. Now, I'm going to show three basics today on how to position yourself when somebody throws a punch. Now, when I say three positions, if, say for instance, this person is throwing a punch here, okay, and this is the punch. When he throws the punch, I can cover this, okay? I can cover this and I can shoot low here, okay? Now, if he throws the punch, I can cover it and I can shoot low. Okay, that's one. That's going for a low line hit, okay? Boom, I fire low here. Now, sometimes I want to go to the head, okay? So as I pock, I shoot over the top here. Okay, see how the hand is here? I will shoot over the top. Sometimes I will shoot below here or shoot up underneath here. Now, you can apply this with a punch, you can apply this with an open palm, you can apply this with the fingers. So a lot of times if I move here, I can go for the eye jab here, I can go for the eye jab here, I can go for the eye jab here. And it's the different locations off of the arm. So just because this punch is coming in doesn't mean that I have to take this and try to deal with it and then punch him. I'm going to do it simultaneous. Okay, so when he punches, I'm going to either hit, or I'm going to hit, or I'm going to hit, or I'm going to hit. A lot of times we refer this to as a split. Okay, if he throws that punch, a lot of times I split here. Okay, the split is just my hand is on the outside, this one's on the inside. Now I can also go over the top here and hit while my hand is here. We're not always leaving the hand here, and sometimes I'm going to remove that hand quickly. If I can move him, if I go bang, bang here, I can move that hand as this comes through. So I can move that hand as this comes through, but I'm still covering this line, okay? Now, I can also take from here and I can fire low line here, okay? Or I can fire outside line. So it's just something to deal around the punch that's coming in. That punch comes in, I can move here and come right over top, okay? He can throw that punch and I can go underneath here, okay? He can throw that punch and I can go the outside line, which is here. So these are three areas that you should be working, especially if you're doing the Wing Chun or if you're doing Wing Chun Do, whatever it is, getting used to covering that hand and hitting them at the same time. Now, a lot of times what we refer to as a Pak Sao, the Pak Sao covers and this hits. So I will cover here and this comes right over the top. So from here, this cups down and this comes over the top. So it kind of does this and this. Now, if I move low line, I can take the low line without having to move the hand. Now, sometimes, and don't get me wrong, we're not chasing the hand. If I go like this and this hand keeps going, I'm not going to continue to chase that. I'm only shutting down perimeter, which is basically my shoulder here, okay? I'm not going to go out to here because my head is right here, so I only want to protect my face, okay? So I don't need to go any further here, staying within that shoulder line. So as I cover this line here and I hit, or if I hit, or if I hit, three separate lines off the same punch. So whatever you want to call it, you know, if you want to call it a Pak Sao or if you want to call it a split, the main thing is just to learn how to cover and hit in the same time, which is what I refer to as a one count. A one count is me covering and hitting at the same time. Now, as you've heard me say in the past, Wing Chun Do, we don't block, okay? We shut down perimeters. So when this punch comes in, all I'm trying to keep from is, see, he's coming in here at my face. I want to shut that perimeter down here so the punch will go past my face. Okay, I'm not trying to block that, because if I block the punch, I'm committed to blocking that, okay? And so my energy's going to that hand. I shut that perimeter down here. And so, and shutting the perimeter down is not always doing this. sometimes my perimeter, shut the perimeter down is my forward energy. So that when I move here and I hit, my energy is still going this direction, even when I shut this line down. So 3 points, three positions. The first one, you have outside high, you have outside low, you have inside the arm low, okay? You have inside the arm high. Okay, now I can go high to the head by going under here too. Okay, I can go under my arm. So I'm going under or I'm going over. Okay, out here there is no arm in my way, or my personal arm's not in the way. So I can go high or I can go low. I can go low or I can go high, or I can go low to high. So just those basic positions to deal with a punch coming in. A lot of times the punch comes in really, really fast, and so you have to really upgrade your peripheral vision for one, and get faster at reading, because the jabs come in really, really fast, and a lot of times the guy can hit you before you realize what's going on. But if you start reading your opponent, you'll see all the little mistakes that they make. You know, how they load. You know, are they loading like this and then they throw? Okay, or are they just here and then they just throw? So, but it takes time. Again, get with somebody that's a certified instructor, somebody that's been around, somebody that's been training for years. Somebody has some experience. And until next video, I will see you then.